that leaders that truly connect with their people build much stronger foundations of trust. They lift engagement significantly, drive empowerment, and ultimately increase performance. When that connection doesn't exist, people feel undervalued, they tend to check out, they don't have conversations, they come in, do the job, go home. Often there's performance issues. So connection is absolutely at the heart of leadership. For all of the work that I do on leadership, what I see are three critical skills for the ability for leaders to truly connect with their people. And that is curiosity, compassion, and humility. In terms of curiosity as a leadership skill, what we know from loads of different research is that 81% of people say their leaders don't listen to them. 34% of people meet with their boss only once a week. 36% rarely or never get any feedback. And 28% rarely or never discuss future goals. And of that, 70% want to be doing that. So curiosity is such an important skill. It's important to really get to know your people, to understand, to deeply listen, and to listen to connect, because I think there's a real difference in that. When we're curious, we ask questions, both with our head and our heart. We understand our people more. We understand what drives them, what motivates them, what makes them tick, and we can lead in a way that's really helpful for that. Often as leaders, we tend to feel that we have to know all the answers, and a fear of vulnerability can hold us back from being really curious and asking great questions and learning more. And that learning extends to learning about ourselves, not just our people. So curiosity is absolutely critical as a leadership skill and as a skill for being able to connect with our people. In a study by Harvard Business School of 1,000 leaders, 91% said compassion was a very important leadership skill. And 80% said they wanted to enhance their compassion in their leadership, but didn't know how to do that. Compassion is about having an intent to contribute to the happiness and well-being of others. It actually is a habit, and the more we practice compassion, the more we're able to bring it to our leadership. Compassionate leaders are much more interested in listening to others than listening to themselves, to learning, to really leveraging the talent in their teams. And employees feel much greater trust with leaders that are compassionate. In Jim Collins' work, Good to Great, he studied 1,500 Fortune 500 companies over 30 years. And two distinct characteristics came up for leaders: humility and a steely determination to do the right thing for the company. So humility is an absolutely critical part of the ability for us to connect with our people. And being able to be humble is about letting go of our own excessive ego, insecurities, and concerns about status. Sometimes that's really hard for us to do as leaders. I love Brené Brown's work on vulnerability, and that's absolutely key to this. Having the courage to be vulnerable will increase our connection and allow us to exercise leadership with best possible results for everyone. Compassion, humility, and curiosity are three leadership skills that we wouldn't have traditionally spoken about, but what we know is they're absolutely critical for connected leadership. For leaders to exhibit these skills, that builds trust, that builds connection, and ultimately significantly lifts performance. So think about how you're showing up as a leader today. How are you bringing compassion, humility, and curiosity to your leadership? How are you connecting with your people in a way that's bringing both your head and your heart to your work? Build the habits of compassion, of curiosity, of humility, and see what results you get.